The story begins in the silent vastness of space, where the light of distant stars pierces the darkness but cannot dispel the loneliness or the cold indifference of the void. Among the remnants of humanity's battered fleet drifts a single vessel, scarred by wars of the past. Its name is Dawn Falcon, and at its helm sits Captain Alan Reeves. Alan is a man who has witnessed war, betrayal, and death with his own eyes. He longs for peace, but the weight of memory keeps him restless, awake even in the quiet stretches between stars. Sitting in his command chair, he gazes into the endless black as though searching for an answer written somewhere in the heavens. Suddenly, the silence is broken. Alarms echo through the ship as an unusual transmission appears on the screen. The signal is unlike any human broadcast. It carries a strange resonance, layered with an almost hidden urgency. Alan orders the message decoded, and what he finds shocks him. The transmission comes from an alien empire, one known across the galaxy for its ruthless queen. A ruler of iron will, a woman who is said to sacrifice everything, family, allies, even her own peace, for the survival of her realm. The message is short, just 3 words: "We need you." Alan frowns. He never thought he would live to see the day when such a message would be sent from a power like hers to humanity. Yet something in those words pulls him forward, both duty and curiosity guiding his hand. The Dawn Falcon surges into faster than light travel, slipping through streaks of starlight until it emerges in a system where the stars themselves seem dim and the very air feels heavy with foreboding. And there, looming like a predator waiting in the dark, is a ship of breathtaking scale. Its hull gleams with alien alloys, shaped like the wings of some colossal bird. Alan's heart pounds as he stares at it. Another message flashes across his console. "Enter, Captain Reeves. The Queen awaits." Alan boards a shuttle and makes his way into the alien vessel. Inside, the atmosphere is unlike anything he has ever known. The walls glow faintly with a bioluminescent sheen, the architecture a mix of elegance and menace. Strange scents linger in the air, both alluring and unsettling. At last, he steps into a vast chamber where shadows and light dance across walls of alien design. And there she is, the Queen. She towers above him, her presence commanding, her sapphire eyes burning with a flame that seems to shake the very air. Around her stand guards, armored and silent, but Alan feels no fear, only the sense that this moment was destined. Her voice is deep, resonant, and filled with power. "Human Captain, your kind has always been reckless, undisciplined. Yet today, I require your help." Alan's lips curve into the faintest smile, though his mind swirls with questions. He takes a step closer. "If your empire is as mighty as the legends claim, why would its queen need the aid of an outsider like me?" For a long moment, she is silent. Then the fire in her gaze softens, revealing something Alan never expected: weariness. "Because our enemy is not yours alone. It is something beyond us both. A creature of shadow that consumes the light itself, devouring worlds and leaving nothing but silence behind. My armies have fallen, my princes and soldiers are dead. Now it is only me, and my daughters." Alan studies her, and for the first time sees not only a queen but a woman, a leader burdened with the impossible, a mother who has carried loss upon loss yet still stands unbroken. She gestures, and a hologram blooms in the air. Alan sees it then, the enemy. A shifting mass of flesh and steel, a beast that slithers from the dark, feeding on fear itself. The sight chills him, but also steels his resolve. He looks up at her and speaks, his voice steady. "If your enemy hides in the dark, then remember, humanity has always fought against the dark. We are the ones who hold the flame that cannot be extinguished." For the first time, surprise flickers across the Queen's face. Then, just barely, a smile. A fragile, fleeting smile, as though she has glimpsed hope where none remained. In the days that follow, Alan and the Queen meet often. They speak of strategy, of mistakes made, of what must be done. And slowly, between words and silences, something else begins to form. A bond, a fragile thread of trust woven between 2 souls from different worlds. One night, as starlight spills through the viewing ports, the Queen asks him softly, "Do you never feel fear?" Alan turns to her, his voice quiet but firm. "I feel fear, but humanity's gift is that we move forward anyway." Those words carve themselves into her heart. Then comes the day of reckoning. The enemy arrives in full force. Their ships are cloaked in shadow, their weapons crackling with unnatural light. Alarms thunder across both fleets. The queen stands at the head of her warriors, her daughters at her side, while Alan readies the Dawn Falcon for battle. The war begins, the void erupts in fire. Alien and human fight side by side for the first time. The queen's voice commands like a blade, her strategies sharp, precise. Alan pushes his ship into the thick of combat, where danger is greatest, knowing that courage, not weapons alone, will turn the tide. The enemy strikes with fury, but together, they endure. The queen and her daughters unleash a devastating assault, shattering the enemy's flagship in a blaze of light. And then, at last, the silence returns. When the smoke clears, the battlefield is a graveyard of wrecks. The enemy retreats, defeated. Exhaustion hangs in the air, but so too does something else, hope. The queen approaches Alan, for the first time, tears shimmer in her eyes, tears that no one in her empire has ever seen. Her voice trembles as she speaks. You have saved not only my empire, but me. You have shown me that humanity is not weak, but guardians of the light. Alan meets her gaze, his own voice steady, resolute. And you have taught me that true strength does not come from fear, but from trust and sacrifice. In that moment, something unspoken passes between them, not just an alliance between two peoples, but the beginning of something greater. Their ships drift together through the void, stars burning bright once more. And Alan knows he is no longer alone, for in the darkest hour he has found a friend, a partner, and perhaps something even deeper. A new story begins, written not in isolation, but in the bond between a human captain and an alien queen.